What's up, for the muckers? How's everybody doing? This is just going to be a very quick video just to go over a couple things that are changing as far as the studio is concerned, the advancements we're making as far as the workshop and our last day is concerned, and talking a little bit about our sponsors because I really don't talk about them too much, but I really do need to put them in the spotlight a lot more. First and foremost, once again, I want to thank PJ over at Dark Iron for my Buster Sword. As you guys can see, it is badass. Like when I first went into this, I knew he could do it. In all honesty, I didn't think it would come out this good. This is like really top-notch work. I'm actually taking this. I want to carry it around on Halloween. I really, really can't wait. I mean, I'm not going as Cloud Strife or anything like that because I normally don't dress up for Halloween, but I'm definitely taking this with me on Halloween this year. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. My proposal for the workshop is completed. Well, I wouldn't say fully completed. It's done, but I do want to make a couple edits on it because there are some things on it that I just don't think are doable right now. I think we have to wait just a little bit longer to be able to do them. But I'm going to be releasing the proposal, and then we will do a. I don't know if I'm going to do it on Kickstarter or GoFundMe. Figure out which one is going to be better to to bring up the capital to actually implement the workshop. It's not going to be very expensive, to be honest with you. It's not going to take much to at least get the workshop started. Again, the workshop is free. Anyone can come in, sign up, get on one of the pods, and start learning how to do game dev. Or even if you just want a spot to come and do your game development, you'll have that opportunity. I think it's really important after I ended up finding out how many people in the area were actually into this. I think it's really important to kind of try to reinforce that and teach people and show people how to do, because part of game development is not just game development, it's marketing, social media management. If you want to do vlog styles like this and stuff like that, it's really important to be able to point people in the right direction and have them actually do it, not just sit there and write a book or do a webinar or do anything like that where they sit, listen, and take notes. No, I want people to actually do the work and see what it's like to go from beginning to end, actually create something. And we're going to do the last part of the workshop is going to be the music studio. I'm going to have a space where like bands can come and practice. They can learn how to actually do the recordings, how to edit them and distribute them all on their own and everything else. Now, the Natasmai studio is still going to do this other stuff, but this is mainly for people that are going into the video game. Because when you're doing game development, you have to know all this stuff: sound effects, composing music, marketing, social media management, all an integral part of becoming a good game dev. Speaking of that, our last days is going very, very well. I know I keep saying this over and over again, but I'm kind of still pushing the release date because I want to make sure that this game is completely polished with no major hiccups. Obviously, there are going to be some hiccups when it's released, but I want the music to be on point. I want the sound effects to be on point. I want you guys to be able to go in and play this with no hiccups whatsoever. And that's going to be very, very important to me. So it shouldn't be too much longer. Like I said before, I only pushed the release date back by a couple of months. And thank you to everybody that's wish listed. I think we're up to 20,000 wish lists, give or take, which it sounds like a lot, but to be perfectly honest with you, it's really not, because in in realistic terms, you only account for about 10% of that, which is fine with me. If I can get 2,000 sales for the release, that's I consider that a win, to be honest. Some people say 5%, other people say 10. I'm trying to be a little bit optimistic and go straight for the 10%. And I'm going to let you guys know that even though the video styles of all this is going to change, because this is going to be more of a channel of like instruction and how-tos and best practices and stuff like that. I did want to introduce you guys to all of my different sponsors. Now we do have 3 of them as of right now. We have Life of Kratom, which you guys know how I feel about Life of Kratom. It's absolutely, these guys have saved my life more times than I can even count. I mean, this company is literally changed my life. And honestly, if I wouldn't have found them or even found Kratom, I wouldn't be doing the things that I'm doing now. There's no way I'd be doing them. So we have Life at Kratom. I'm going to be showing them off and giving you guys discounts and stuff like that as we work through exactly what they're wanting to do and how they're wanting to push their promotions. I completely leave all of that up to them. I just give them ideas and that's about it. So the other one is Dark Iron Cosplays. I'm going to promote the holy hell out of PJ in his work because he does absolutely fantastic work. I am still so psyched about this sword. I even don't even know how to display it yet, but I will definitely find a way. Definitely find a way. And again, I'm going to go through their promotions and what they offer. They do all kinds of cool stuff. Like they do events, they do sales. He's getting ready to do all kinds of other things that I won't get into right now, but I'll let you guys know when that stuff is going on. And then the last one, obviously, is WGG. They've only been a sponsor for the channel for probably about 2, maybe 3 weeks, so it hasn't been very long. But just to let you guys know, that code still works again. So if you guys go to w.gg, pick out whatever you want. And for the coupon code, if you put in the code FUTHERMUCKERS, that will give you guys 10% off, and it'll help out the channel, it'll help out me, it'll help out the studio. It's a win-win for everybody. And then last but not least, the Patreon site is about to go back up and be very I'm going to go through with a fine tooth comb and I'm going to change every aspect of our Patreon because the workshop and Patreon are going to kind of work hand in hand. That's where we're going to take most of our donations because, like I said, the workshop is free, but we will be taking donations to make sure that it stays live and that everybody can use it. Again, this is like the biggest thing that I'm doing right now because I really honestly think there is a actual need for somebody in the community to give these people a chance to do this. I mean, I know plenty of musicians and artists and people who dabbled in game development but just don't know how to start or not sure where to go or what the process is. I really honestly think this is going to be good for all of us. For me in the studio, it's going to be good for the person that's coming in. And I mean, we're going to show from beginning to end how you make it, once you're done making it, how to distribute it, once you're done distributing it, how to let everybody on social know. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And what's really cool is that the community of game devs that I've interacted with, especially on Twitter and Facebook, are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your life. They're great people and they're always willing to help. They're always willing to give advice. But I just wanted you guys to know everything that's going on so we can get to where we need to go much faster than it has been. Because I know it's only been a year, and a lot of people say that it takes a considerable amount of time to do this. I don't accept that. I really don't. And I'm usually a patient person, but like I said, there is a very big need for this to happen. And with the way that the our country's going, with the way the economy's going, and the way just society at large is going. People need to learn these skills. People need to know these skills because for the next 20 or 30 years, I mean, this is where it's all going to, are these basic skills just to survive. And it doesn't matter if you're in retail, if you're a doctor, if you're a car salesman, learning how to use social and basic learning these basic skills on how to use social is going to be extremely important. And that's one of the reasons why we started doing social media management too. I really want to get more in touch with some of the more local businesses once I get everything settled within this week and next week. It's going to take me about 2 weeks to get everything settled. But once all that's settled, I really need to get in touch with some more clients that are local and help these small businesses secure a foothold because a lot of these agencies that I've seen that are here local in the area, number one, they're way too expensive. They really are. They're way too expensive. And number two, they don't really deliver on all of their promises. So it's just about making things easier for everybody along the way. But I know I've gone on a ramble, but I've got a lot of things I got to do. I got to go see a couple people here in the next 15 or 20 minutes. So thank you guys very much. I love you guys. I thank you guys for all your support. I'll let you guys know when everything is up and running. And don't forget, guys, to stay handy.